the Sci-Fi Invasion. I'm Joey Hollywood, and I'm trying to get through all 50 movies in this 50 movie box set in 50 weeks. Today's movie was The Creeping Terror from 1964. This is a movie, if you're familiar with bad movies, you've without a doubt seen this one. If you've ever bought a dollar store DVD in your life, you've seen this movie. It sucks. I found myself enjoying it more this time around, but this was a movie because I used to have this thing when I would buy something like a box set or movie, I would watch everything, the bonus features, literally everything. This movie was on a lot of box sets I bought, and for some reason I just had this like compulsion to watch everything I had. I wish I had that compulsion now because I have a lot of giallo here that I've never sat down and watched. But so I've seen this movie a lot, and it was never one I really liked. It's funny sometimes. Like I think if you are not as overexposed to it as I am, you'd enjoy it a lot more than me. But like even when it was on Mystery Science Theater or Elvira, I just never really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more now. It's a funny movie. It's funny bad. To me, it's like talking about Star Wars. Everyone said something about this movie. I feel like I'm not going to say anything original. But the funniest thing about this movie is that there will be characters just talking, and the narrator will be talking over them and explaining what they're talking about instead of just letting the characters talk. The movie's incomprehensible with the editing. There's really long drawn out scenes of white people dancing awkwardly. And it has all the makings of a funny bad movie. I wish I could be more positive with it, especially, the thing is, coming off of the last movie, Future Hunters, that movie was amazing. And the movie before it was pretty fun too. So this was, it just felt like like every movie was a hit, and then I came to a wall with this one. I was like, oh, it's this one. So I'm sorry I'm not too enthused about it. I'll see what I got here in my notes. So the print of this movie was surprisingly not as bad as I've seen it before, but it was also in 16:9, which is widescreen, like kind of what more so what a regular television looks like now, that kind of widescreen. And I'm not really sure if the movie was in widescreen or if it was in full screen that was stretched out. I tried to do a little digging, and I couldn't really come up with an answer. Frankly, I didn't care enough to do any more digging on it. I mentioned in my notes here that like I feel like this would be a good candidate for a remake. I would actually really dig a remake of this movie because I feel like there's a lot of good fixins here for something interesting. There is a biopic about the man who made it. It's called The Creep Behind the Camera. I've never seen it. I hear it's interesting. I don't hear hugely positive things about it, but I do hear that it is worth a watch. Because apparently the guy who made the movie is a huge scumbag. I don't know. I haven't seen it. It was funny. I mentioned in the notes. I did talk about this movie when I was reviewing It's Alive, and I had no idea that this one was next up on the chopping block because normally I film these in blocks. I'll do like 4 reviews at a time. This one I did 1 review at a time. Just to keep consistent, though, I decided to wear the same shirt for all 4 videos. But yeah. I'm sorry, I just didn't enjoy this one. I don't recommend it. If you do want to seek it out, try to watch it with Elvira or Mystery Science Theater. It really does help. It's funny. It's funny. I don't know. I'm just not that positive about it. I don't think it's that worth a watch. As I was watching it, I was thinking about ways to make this review more entertaining because I knew I was going to be like this. I knew I wasn't going to be like too enthused. And I thought, wouldn't it be funny if I just recorded myself talking, took out all the audio, made the review black and white, and then narrated over my review. And I was like, that could be really funny. And then I kind of remembered, oh yeah, the whole point of this 50 movies in 50 weeks thing is easy content for myself to pull my channel out of the hole while I work on bigger videos. So it would be kind of self-destructive to make this into a bigger project, especially for a movie I don't really like. Yeah, that's it. I'm really sorry. I don't have much to say about this one. I'm glad that I'm finally getting through this box set, this was the last movie on disc 5, which means disc 6 is next. And once I finish that, I'm literally halfway through this box set. I'm going to try to pump a lot more of these videos out, like film a lot of them, because I really need to get started on my channel revamp. So, sorry, this is just becoming an update video. I have so little to say about the Creeping Terror that I'm just turning this into an update video. So I'll stop I'll stop boring you, and we'll move on. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next week. Remember, please be kind and rewind.